morning. How are you all? It is Thursday. Oh God. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, let me just... Oh, that's all. Good morning, how are you all? Now, I'm going to do it a wee bit differently because I'm only on for a wee short bit because our schools are back today. So if anybody's got any questions, it's just a wee hint heart. But just bear with. I'm currently just fixing the stream. I'm streaming on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. So I'm just loading up all Twitch and Instagram in the background so I can keep an eye on the chat. But good morning, how are you all? Pop down a wee hello if you're going to stay around. I am Justine, the owner and founder of House of Justine, of where we are the now. And I'm about positivity and also about learning. Obviously, if you enjoy readings, I always like to incorporate the learning of spiritualism or psychic or whatever, witchy woo woo, whatever you want to call it. I'm very much like used to learn. So I've got some fun facts for you, so I do. But if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'm in Glasgow. Hopefully it's maybe a really nice sunny day today. It was really nice yesterday, so fingers crossed. If anybody wants any readings, you just go over to the website and you can reserve them. I'll just show you the now where you can reserve them, so it's easy peasy. So the website is nice and easy, houseofjustine.com, and let me get it up, houseofjustine.com. So you'll come to a page that looks like this, and then all you need to do is scroll down and it's right there, and that's your two different types of readings. So you've got a psychic and a mediumship. The mediumship has the psychic in it. Why is my numbers way like that?
When you hear the rhythm, start from...
Let me just check 2 wee seconds just in case I need to restart. Hello my darlings, hand out for any questions to be answered, no legal, health or engagement related. Let's see. Very strange. But good morning, how are you all? Pop a wee hello in the chat so I know that you're not a bot. But yes, spiritualism isn't obviously a new thing. It's been around for a very, very long time. And also obviously with being Scottish, before anything we had obviously were pagan traditions before anybody came over. Good morning! Good morning my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. How are you beautiful souls? Make sure you do hit that wee follow button so that you can find me again. Ah, thank you for the rose. I don't believe there's this many people in here, but okay. Oh, 111. Ah, thank you, Jess. Probably read a question down. Cheers to anybody. So obviously what I was saying with the religions and obviously spiritualism, so obviously with the Scottish and Irish heritage, obviously we've got that Celtic heritage, do you know what I mean? We're pagans. Oh, da 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 da, we did be dancing in the trees and all of that. Before obviously the Vikings came in. How dare they? Bucket of tea here. Enjoy, Marie. Will Brian reach out to talk about working towards a relationship together? Not at the moment, Jess. I don't feel as if that's on the bingo cards for him. Good morning, my Princess Terry. I'm getting quite I feel as if he's at that frame of mind yet, if that makes sense, my darling. I've just noticed I'm a bit fuzzy. Oh, that's a wee bit better. You can see my lines. So obviously spiritualism isn't a new TikTok trend as much as I like to make it out to be. So if you've never heard of the Fox sisters, they are American sisters that depends how you read the story and depends how you look at the story. I've got plenty of those. Do you happen to see that in the near future? I don't like to go too far in the future, Jess, because anything can literally change your course of your direction. Normally, when it comes to me, like feelings and stuff like that, it's normally within like 3 weeks. But I don't even think it would be that long, do you know what I mean? I definitely don't feel that headspace. So the Fox sisters claimed that they spoke to the spirits. So they used to do like a wee newspaper. They would advertise in the newspaper, and they would obviously, I believe they used to go different towns saying that they were going to be there. I believe that's that. But there's a lot of stories about those two ladies. I would definitely look up the Fox sisters. They are definitely, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Go and read about the Fox sisters, definitely. Let me just see. So obviously our key belief, right, in spiritualism is life continues after death. Morning, you're welcome, honey. And obviously we can train ourselves to be able to communicate with past loved ones. But unlike that guy on the bus who talks to himself, in spiritualism there's a structure, and I mean him. And that's where obviously I would say training. Get yourself into a circle, get yourself to your local spooky church and start practicing, right? It's not obviously like, you've got all the paranormal stuff as well, which again is, I love the paranormal stuff because that is, you're trying to prove with like the factual evidence. But spiritualism is such a bigger thing than probably what anybody could ever understand. Marie, all you need to do is just get a wee development group, online or in person, and it's practice. It's just practicing reading. So it is just reading obviously the person in front of you. I would always say work on your psychic first before going into your your mediumship, only because your psychic will give you the key, do you know what I mean, the basic foundations to be able to interpret it, the mediumship, because you need to remember, obviously they don't have a voice box, right? That's with the physical body. When we are describing things, I make it sound as if they're talking to me, but what they're literally doing is manipulating my thoughts, manipulating my memories, manipulating how I feel, so that they can tell a story. Sometimes I will feel the words, if you know what I mean, but I will say, oh, they're telling me. But the psychic is, if you learn the psychic side of things first, that gives you the basic 410 to then move into the mediumship side of things. So back in the 1800s or the 1900s, depends, well, how early you want to go, telegraphs could send messages instantly across the world. So people thought, if we can send a message to Paris, why not to Uncle Bob on the other side? And here we are 180 years later, still trying to get texts back from the spirit world. Just saying. It is fascinating. There's so much history. Gordon Higgins is another fantastic medium. Gordon Higginson. I don't know if I said that right. Gordon Gordon Higginson. He was a British spiritualist, but he used to do trance, and it's him, it fascinates me with the trance, because he would sit for hours and then ectoplasm. So obviously it's black and white photos, but if you type in Gordon Higginson, the first name that comes up, and he is ectoplasm. It's absolutely fascinating. Like, honestly, the information, and with these people, do you know what I mean? They weren't like travelling and touring the world, do you know what I mean? They stayed in their own wee place. They might travel around and see friends and practice their mediumship, but it wasn't about starlights. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't about their naming stars. It was all about the message. It was all about getting the validation, and that's the way I like to work, is the fact that I like to get the validation to you. So I'm very strict on the fact of saying, right, you just say yes, no, don't know. It's not, you're not to tell me anything, I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, that's what you've paid for. So he's a fantastic medium. If you were wanting to, he passed away in 1993, so that shows you how long ago he passed, and he's still highly spoken about. So he was born in Longton, Staffordshire. As a child, Higginson became a member of a Longton Lyceum and attended Longton Spiritualist Church. He claimed to have the mediumistic abilities from an early age, and he served in the armed forces in World War II. After the war, he worked as a medium in Belgium, Britain and France. He was also the president of the Spiritualists, the SNU, which is the Spiritualist National Union, and there's a big college down in London called the Arthur Findlay College. It gives me chills talking about it, because it's expensive, but my friends went there a couple of times, and he said, Justine, the training's just, you can't beat the training. They do online classes, but because obviously they do online classes, they do them for all over the world. They start at 3 p.m, because that's the middle time. Thank you for the heart, me. That's the middle time of the day for everybody. So this, I the evidence and the information this gentleman used to share was just absolutely phenomenal. Higginson was obviously accused of fraud throughout his career, just like we all are, even by spiritualists though, and members of the Spiritualist National Union. In 1974, the parapsychologist Barry Colvin and Frank Spedding attended a seance with Higginson and claimed that the ectoplasmic materialization figures were Higginson himself covered in a cloth material. Frank Spedding wrote, "The materialization were crude fakes which should not have been deceived anyone of a normal intelligence. Before another seance, Colvin searched the room and claimed to find muslin tightly wrapped underneath a seat." In 1978, Higginson was accused of hot reading at a mediumship sitting in Bristol, and in February 1976 he gave out names and addresses to an audience. The accusation that this information about his sitters was available from libraries, lists, books and documents. Does this not sound familiar? The amount of people that will go say to people, "Oh, you can just Google me." Well, don't go. If you feel that that's what mediums and psychics do, don't go. Don't spend your money, because you're just going to sit there and be raging the whole night, and especially if you get picked or don't get picked. If you don't get picked, you'll be like, just researches and then goes to the ones that they want. Or you'll say, "Oh my God, how did they know that? They must have researched me." So you're going to say that no matter what. So if you've got that, if you're in that frame of mind, I would never ever recommend you ever go and spend any money on anything, because you don't believe it. And that's fine. You're allowed that. Do you know what I mean? But considering this is 1978 and they were saying, "Oh, you are obviously getting information from libraries, books and other documents," even did it back then, it's up to you whether you trust the people that you're going to see, right? I can 100% say that I would never do anything like that, because I don't want spirit to give me it. I couldn't. I'm too honest. That's why I think I've got a tizzle. I can't lie. I literally, physically, I'm like, because it's like people say, "Oh, why did you say that to the kids? Why did you not just tell them a wee white lie?" And I'm like, because that wee white lie will turn into a big massive lie. So Mum and Dad thought keeping a wee white lie was okay, and it ended up being a very, 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 very big, costly mistake. Yes, if you're watching, Mum. You know what I'm talking about. And all it was when Mum and Dad got married, they told me that they were renewing their vows. They weren't. They were just getting married. So I'm sitting in the restaurant in Portugal, 13, absolutely frazzled the back of my legs, and I was asking for, I'm like, "Why is there no photos of your other wedding? Like, I want to see." And she's like, "I'm going to tell you something." I'm like, "What is it?" And she told me, and I'm like, "You lied to me." So see that wee small fib that you think, it's alright not to tell them? Just saying. I'm the same, Terry. Yes, that's why we get on so well. Oh, 100%, Marie. Experience, 100%, especially in the care home. The amount of DG people that are being there. So let me just go, let me see. Psychic surgery, don't know what that is. So, you can read in obviously him. The Arthur Findlay College is, I love it. I'm so, do you know what I mean? So obviously the Spiritualist National Union was built by J. Arthur Findlay, MBE, JP, a former honorary president of the SNU, and in accordance with his wishes is administered by the Union as a college for the advancement of psychic science. Okay, So Finlay bought the estate in 1923. You should look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. If you do any courses, you stay on the grounds, and you're like fed and watered the whole time you're there. So it's upon his retirement from business, he first mooted the idea of a spiritualist college, as Stan said, to the Union in 1945. After personal contacts with 3 successive SNU presidents, a will was drawn up, and in 1954 the National Council accepted the proposal bequest of Stansted Hall with an endowment. This was followed by a later gift in form of stock to be used for furnishing and decorating, and in 1964, a year after the death of his wife, Finlay transferred the hall, the grounds and the endowment to the Union, and Finlay died in 1964 in July. So there's a lot there is a lot of information. Obviously, a lot of people like the amount of information you've got free in the library and in the library and Google. There is so much information on it, like spiritualism in itself, like you could teach just by reading. Your practice is what's going to help you. And that is really what's going to help you, is you practicing on people, because that's where you learn to build up your trust. The trust in that intuition. Excuse me, I was going to come home today, but my brother's away all weekend. Ah, where are you? How much were the flights? Oh, that's a good flight. That's a bargain. I'd have figured out a way to come and see him. So I would have. So this morning I'm going to be on just for a wee bit, and then I need to go and get our cards ready for school, and then we're going to come back on. So we are for a couple hours later on. So it just gives you time if you want to obviously book a wee reading or tell anybody about me. Get that wee reading booked, of course. Readings are reserved on the website. Oh, I bet your dad would have been buzzing. But your brother's away all weekend, of course. How dare he? How dare he love life? Oh, your dad would have been absolutely buzzing if you did as well. Aye, definitely. Glad you rang him. That's your psychic sense. He's like going to go and phone him because you're probably not going to go. Aye, definitely. Just keep an eye on them. You know what it's like. You know exactly what it's like. So, does anybody have any questions when it comes to like the spooky world? Oh, definitely. Did your dad get all of that stuff sorted yet? Good morning if you've just joined. Welcome to the House of Justine. Oh, this is too long. I come on and chat. Yes, I do. We're currently, by the way, if you do have Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and obviously if you're on TikTok, but if you do have those platforms, go over and give me a wee follow at houseofjustine.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the wee meditation that we normally do. Hey Macarena, Macarena. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Oh, but you're my soda pop, you're my soda pop. Beady beady doo doo. Because that's a better song to sing. I'm gonna find my meditation. Typical. Right, I think I found it now. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go, here we go. Right. Right, so we're going to do our wee meditation. Let me just change music. Honestly, play the drums, I'm like, ooh! Right, so this wee meditation that we're going to do, my darlings. Can we tell if this mic was plugged in? So this is just a wee grounding and it's connecting meditation, okay? So it's just to calm your nervous system, restore presence and energetically connect to the earth, okay? I know she must be having a long line. So find a quiet place if you haven't already where you can sit comfortably or lie flat on the floor. Gently close your eyes, take a deep breath. In through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. And again, inhale deeply and then exhale fully. And you just continue taking that nice, slow, steady breath. Let your shoulders drop, let your jaw soften, and let your belly relax. Now bring your awareness to the base of your spine, your root chakra. From this point, imagine thick roots extending downward and move through the floor, through the soil, down into the rich, nourishing layers of the earth. These roots are strong. They anchor you deeply. They hold you safely. Feel the connection building between your body and the ground beneath you. The earth supports you always. Breathe with the earth. Inhale, draw in grounding energy from deep within the earth, and as you exhale, release any tension, fear, and anything you no longer need. With every breath, your roots grow deeper. With every breath, you feel calmer, stronger, more secure. Now, feel the earth's energy rising up. A gentle, steady pulse of life begins to travel up your roots. It moves up into your feet, your legs, your hips. Let it rise into your belly, chest, shoulders, all the way to the crown of your head. You're being nourished by the earth. You are held in her rhythm. You are part of her heartbeat. Affirm silently. I am grounded. I am safe. I belong here. And repeat that again for yourself. I am grounded. I am safe. I belong here. Now we're going to take it a little bit further. If you like to imagine you are sitting beneath, its branches reach to the sky. You are the bridge between earth and spirit, rooted and rising. Let this image fill you with strength and peace. And when you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, and notice the support beneath you. Take one last deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine any final bits of tension melting into the ground. When you're ready, open your eyes. You are home, you are steady, you are here. I hope you enjoyed it. Nice and quick in here. I don't like to mess around, because I know not everybody's got the attention span. You're my soda pop, you're my soda pop, woo! I'm so easily amused. You can tell I definitely don't get bored. You're my soda pop, you're my soda pop. I don't know what this is, right? But we're going to share it. I don't know if somebody stole something. No, I don't want to play that game. I don't know what it is. It's Blackpool area. That's really... Do not have a clue what's going on here.
Son.
Let's see. Ooh, that's me.
Son.
How to maximize? That's fine. Not what I was expecting. It's funny how much it's me. I don't have attention span. Terry, you know how bad my attention span is. I have nearly completed module 1. Oh, do you know what? I'll show you. Completed module 1. Oh, do you know what? I'll show you. So if we go on to... Alright, close this. Close that. Oh, do you know what would be easier just to... I need to put some music. Right, because it's too long a pause. But my first online course will be available very, very soon. I even talk in it. Wait till you hear this, right? Can I play that? Pardon me, sorry. Welcome to understanding aura energy and your chakras. I'm Justine, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This course is designed to help you connect deeply with your own energy, understand the invisible field that surrounds you, and learn how to keep it healthy, strong, and balanced. Before we dive in, I want you to know that it's a safe space. So excited. It has been the most frustrating though. To get everything right. This is a personal. I've been doing this since Monday, right? And I've started that a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, do you know what? We're going to delete that. I'm going to start from the very beginning, and I'm going to make it better, right? Oh my god. I've got 7 modules in one. It's took me 3 days to get one module done. And at that, it's not even finished. Because I'm so fucking pernickety. I want to make sure it's good. Because I'm like, I wouldn't pay for that. So I'm like, right, back to the drawing board. So, if anybody thought making an online course was easy, I'm just telling you, no, it's not. There's so many intricate details. Like, I was trying to download, so I was downloading from Canva the presentation, right? And then I couldn't get it uploaded on the website with the voice. So when I was downloading, it's like, if you're going to download this, it's not going to download with a thingy. You're going to need to download it as an MP4. And I'm like, right, okay, I can add that up. So I downloaded it again, and obviously got the sound, and then I'm sitting listening to it, and I'm like, that's too long. I pause with silence. I'm like, right, I need to add music in. So that's me. I've still not even finished module 1 because I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add music in, so that obviously the silences I've got like wee do 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 do. But I am at that point where I was like, I'm ready. Go computer, let's fucking do this, man. Yes, I was very, like, I was getting very stressed out. But we're over that hurdle. I know what I'm doing. I just need to obviously put the 2 and 2 together and do another 6 modules. Oh my god. It's a lot of typing. That's how it makes me feel. That's how, but do you know what? It'll be all worth it in the end. So I'm going to finish up here now. I'll be back on later on this morning, so I will, once I've got the kids to school, got my breakfast and stuff like that. Actually, I might go and have something to eat now, I don't know, we'll see. But yes, I will see you all very, very shortly. Have a lovely morning, whatever you're up to, and keep yourself safe, okay? I don't know why I said safe, but we'll go with it. Have a brilliant morning, and if you've got any kids going back to school, good luck to them. If not, you're still to serve your time. I've done my 7 weeks. So have a brilliant morning, and I'll